Growing up around so many people in the fashion industry, we're talking about all our family members here. It was very amazing to see how from fabric, outfits were brought to life and people felt like themselves wearing it.
I started my journey in Dubai in 1988 when I landed. It was 1st Jan, which the day I landed in 1988, and I joined my family business in Dubai. We were running a tailoring business at that time. But my father and my uncle started their journey in 1965 when Dubai was just a small town which is in Dubai, and they were in the industry of textiles and electronics. From there, we continued running those businesses. Uncle started the tailoring business, and uncle himself was a tailor. So the family, next generation joined the business. So there, since till 2008, I was on the family business, and then I launched this made to measure in Jumeirah, from Dubai to Jumeirah. Why I came this place is because there was a lot of, to target the niche market of there. So that time we had a lot of different nationalities client in Dubai, so we decided to move in Jumeirah. That was how it brought us in Dubai and all this. So Dad was doing a lot of other businesses at that time, and then he went back to India. But we continued our business to the 3rd generation. When we started in Dubai, the tailoring business, I joined it at the age of 18. So I was not really inspired for that. I want to do something. But while sitting in the shop and doing the business, started joining the family business, and then it came inside like, why not get into this bespoke industry, which took me about a year to grab it. But at last I did it, and then it's going to continue, and then the 3rd generation is joining also.
Growing up around so many people in the fashion industry, we're talking about all our family members here. It was very amazing to see how from fabric, outfits were brought to life and people felt like themselves wearing it. And that sort of creation process is what inspired me to take the same path. Although initially I always told myself that, bespoke tailoring is maybe not where I want to be. I think as soon as I had the opportunity, we jumped on it. I think it's insane to see how from just a textile business, which my grandfather started, I can see how my father was inspired to begin his own bespoke tailoring. And the interesting part is he went for a more niche market. So I think over time I realized that's exactly what I wanted to do. So then I brought Embody to life, and I think from my own personal experiences, struggling as a petite girl who doesn't naturally fit on off-the-rack clothing, it was pretty easy to twist that into a more, let's bring a bespoke tailoring brand for young women into the industry and introduce something that we haven't seen before. One of the biggest challenges I faced when I launched my brand was seeing how differently his thought process was as to mine. It was a clash between a really traditional way of working and operating a business as opposed to mine, which was really modernized, very focused on how the outside world runs outside of the Middle East, So he's definitely taught me the traditional ways of working. I tried my modern twist. I think that in some aspects of bespoke tailoring, you need to stick to the traditional,
Yes.
Whether it's how you work with your tailors, your masters, or how you pick and choose your fabrics. I think I picked up a lot of that from him. Of course, how I operate in terms of marketing and all of that is where I bring in a new twist and he adapts to that. So I think it's a really back and forth situation, which is great. I think we learn from each other.